Welcome to getting started with the ThingWorx Kepware Edge license server. In this video, we will be walking you through the general technology and requirements to run the license server, installing the application, adding a license, and viewing available licenses. Note that this video is focused solely on the license server setup. If you're looking for instructions on either downloading a license or connecting ThingWorx Kepware Edge to the license server, please see the other videos in this series. This video will assume that the user has familiarity with Linux operating systems and commands, as well as command line interfaces. We will also assume that the following has been installed: CentOS version 7 or Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7. Note, this is a different Linux distribution than ThingWorx Kepware Edge, which uses Ubuntu 18.04. This disparity is due to the Flexera technology that the license server runs on. Additionally, the Linux standard-based components, OpenJDK version 11, and Python 3 should be installed. If these are not installed, we will walk through commands in this video on how to install each of these. This diagram depicts a typical deployment of ThingWorx Kepware Edge with the license server. The field deployments of Kepware Edge will receive licenses from the license server, and the license server will receive its activation via a manual transfer process, similar to the offline activation process of KepServerEX. Let's get started. Before installation, we must first install the prerequisites mentioned in the intro. On the screen, you will see the command to install the Linux standard-based components, Java 11 OpenJDK, and finally Python 3. These commands can also be found in the license server quick start guide. With the prerequisites installed, we will open another terminal and run the installer as a super user. We will see options for the installation directory, which we will keep as default, and then be prompted to enter a password for the administrator account. Note, this account is for the application and not the OS. We'll click Finish and then wait for the installer to run. To verify a successful installation, we will run a system control command and browse for the FlexNet service to be running. This ensures that the license server has been installed successfully. The next part of the installation process requires that the user download an activation response file from Mykepware. This process is fully outlined in a separate video and can be found on our YouTube channel. Once the activation response file has been moved locally to the virtual machine hosting the license server, we will now import the file into the license server itself. We will use the command found in the license server quick start guide and paste the name of the response file into the command. Enter the password you created during the installation. You should now see that the file has been imported successfully. The final step is to verify that our deployments of ThingWorx Kepware Edge are receiving their licenses. The process of configuring ThingWorx Kepware Edge to connect to a license server can also be found on our YouTube channel. Once the ThingWorx Kepware Edge instance is properly configured, we can run the following command to show our license usage. Here we can see that we have one instance of Kepware Edge being used out of the total 10 available. Congratulations on your successful install of the ThingWorx Kepware Edge license server.